I'm ready.
Oh!
Okay.
Let's leave him on that one. What's up guys, Marky Mark, Jimbo Nutrition, Got a Blast Boy, back at it with another video. Today we're going to be doing a how-to video on how to swing a bat properly. So first thing we're going to talk about is the arm angle and hand placement. First thing we'll talk about is the hand placement. What you want to do is you want to have your hands, I like to have mine a little bit above the knob of the bat, just so it's not rubbing up against, your hand isn't rubbing up against the bat. And I also like to have the door knocking knuckles lined up on the bat properly. You don't want them like crushing the bat, you want them kind of loose. Next thing is the arms. You don't want your arms, you've been told whenever you were younger, always have your elbow up. That's not necessarily true. What you're wanting to do is you want to have your elbow kind of loose like this. You don't want it to be straight up here because it's going to be coming down anyway. So you want to have your arm kind of just resting right here a little bit. See how my hands are nice and loose on my bat, and then my elbow is just ready to swing whenever that ball comes. Next thing is the upper body. The upper body is one of the main parts of your swing. You want to make sure you're nice and straight. You don't want to be hunched over too much. You don't want to be leaning back a whole bunch. You want to have that kind of straight posture. So you have your hands up and your back straight like this, ready for that ball. The next thing is probably the most important thing, and that's the lower body. You want the lower half of your body to be doing most of the work. The reason why is because this is where all your power comes from. You're not going to be able to hit home runs just with your upper body and your arms. You're going to need to use your legs, have your feet a little further and shoulder width apart, and then make sure you're bending your knees a little bit, and then making sure you're twisting with that lower body. You don't want to be just using all arms and not really moving your legs at all, because then you can't get any power. So you want to have your feet a little bit further and shoulder width apart and your knees bent, and then twisting on that back foot, which brings me to my next point, which is the feet. Now I like to have my feet a little bit further and shoulder width apart and my back foot turned slightly inward. You don't want to have your feet way out here like this. Have it turned slightly inward, because that kind of makes your swing a little faster because your foot is already kind of turned towards where you're going to be swinging at. So have your back foot kind of turned towards the pitcher a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Then have that front foot out in front of you a little bit, just like this. Now you might see a lot of major leaguers do a little bit of like a power step type thing. It doesn't really work towards the power that much. Actually what it's really used for is the timing. So like if the pitcher's getting ready to throw the ball, they might do a little power step just to time their swing a little better so they know when to start moving their body. What I like to do is I like to just have a little bit of a like a power step. It's not really a power step because it's not like huge like that, but just have a little movement. You just want a little movement, and that would be the best way to get that timing down. So now I'm going to do a little bit of a step-by-step on what you need to be moving when. First thing, the head. What you have to do with it. What you're needing to do is you want to keep your eye on the ball all times. Some people say you just look down the whole time. Once that ball comes in, just keep looking down. I don't like that much because it's not really realistic. And once you hit the ball, you're going to look and see where it goes. So I like to keep an eye on the ball, and as it comes in, you follow the ball all the way down to home plate. Then whenever you're swinging, keep your eye on that ball, and then you can just follow the ball as you hit it. So you want your legs a little bit further and shoulder width apart, right? You want to have your back foot just a little bit towards the pitcher, not too much, just a little bit. Stay balanced. Now, as you're moving your bat forward, your feet are going to be moving. You're going to have a little bit of that power step, and then turn. Kind of do it all in one motion a little bit. Power step, turn, like that. We'll do it one more time. Power step, turn, and that's how you do it. But with the hands, you want to have them kind of like this. You don't want them to be gripping the bat so hard that you feel like you're just going to break the bat in half, because then you can't swing all the way through how you want to. You want to have your door knocking knuckles lined up right here on the bat. It's kind of loose. It isn't too hard, it isn't too soft. You have plenty of movement with your bat. And also, you don't want to have your hand too far to this knob. If you have it too far to this knob, you're going to be rubbing your hand all over the knob, and it's going to keep you from being able to move the bat. So kind of put it above the knob a little bit and just keep them like this. The next thing is your arms. Now a lot of coaches tell you to keep that elbow up. Not necessarily a good thing. You want to keep that elbow about right here, because what you do if you keep this elbow up, you're going to have to bring it down anyway to swing anyway. So might as well just have your elbow right about here, just so it skips that step entirely. So you just have your elbow like this, then you're swinging through right here. Okay, so now that that's done, it's time for me to actually show you how it's done. So I'm going to step right into this box right here, give him a good step in. I'm scaring that pitcher. He's mine. Wow! That's a good hit!